Hi, this is Zero, and this is What If Deku Was Iron Man Part 5. We left off while the doorbell rang and crap. Izuku went there to see that it was Endeavor and All Might. Izuku will open the door and Endeavor would say, "Where is she?" Naruto, crap, damn it. Sorry about that. Izuku would simply state, uh, excuse me? Then All Might would say, Izuku, is Shoto Todoroki here? Naruto would nod. And I would say, where is she? Naruto simply grabbed Endeavor by the shoulder and, press him down with his strength, making Endeavor go on his knees. And he will say, first, stop yelling. Second, shut up, would ya? And so then Izuku will go look at, All Might. All Might will tell him how he was bothering him and tell him he wants to see Shoto Todoroki so he can train her on her fire side. Because Shoto has started using her fire side. And so then All Might will say, this is quite a great place you got there. And I saw the huge door and the walls. So don't you think the walls are too big? Naruto would say, oh crap. Izuku would say, no, not at all. I would say they're quite short, I would add. All Might would just sigh and say, okay, fine. And then Endeavor said, let go of me, because Endeavor was trying to get up, but he couldn't. Naruto is too strong. He tried using his fire, but fire had no effect on him. And so Naruto let go of Endeavor and says, come in. Then they would go in. Endeavor asks, where is she? Endeavor asked this while very politely, because Endeavor kind of understand that he won't give him an answer until he changes his tone. So Naruto would say she's training currently. All Might be like, can we see it so he can be sure that his daughter is, doing well? Naruto would nod, and then Naruto will say, Friday, call Todoroki and Momo here. Friday will be like, yes sir. Now Endeavor is shocked, like, what's that? So is All Might. All Might kind of have a guess that it's an artificial intelligence because All Might has already encountered one. Naruto says it's an artificial intelligence. And after a few minutes, Naruto, All Might, and Endeavor sitting on the lobby. Todoroki will come. Todoroki was wearing, a sports bra and leggings, and she was still sweaty from her training. And with her was Momo. When Todoroki came, Endeavor looked at her, and he's shocked because Todoroki is much more bigger than what she was originally, and she's so muscular. You can, because she has abs now. So does Momo. Momo and Todoroki would be like, oh, All Might. And then Todoroki would look at, Endeavor and say, Dad, what are you doing here? Her father will, I'm here to, train you in your fire. Then Todoroki will fire a little bit of her fire, and she will turn it into a dragon. And the dragon will go towards Endeavor and disappear. Todoroki would say, as you can see, Dad, I got that part covered. And she will start to leave. And I would say, wait a minute, you there. That's not how you talk to your father that way. Then Endeavor will go close to, Todoroki, and he will see something. The scar on her, eye is almost healed. He thinks, how did that happen? Because now, then Shota would get angry and say, why don't you fight me and see if I need your training or not? Then Shota will look at, Izuku. Izuku would say, fine. Izuku will snap a finger and a door would open, a different hidden door. And so they will go there. It's an elevator. It goes down and they go in a different training room, not the training room that they go while, Izuku trains them. It's a different kind of training room. And so Izuku pretty much, just does few things. And so Izuku pretty much just, you know, made a took them to a different training room. And so, and I would like, don't get cocky just because you trained for few weeks. And then Naruto would go into the middle and say, start. And then Naruto would jump backwards by using one for all as well. He will go into a room, and then a glass will come up. It was kind of a cabinet, a different kind of cabinet, a VIP type of cabinet. Well, All Might and Momo were, and there was no glass first. But when Naruto jumped back and got in the cabinet or the room, a glass came forward. It was a purely bulletproof glass. And then, before even, you know, uh, Endeavor decided to run up to Shoto by, using his fire to show her place. Endeavor did not even think Shoto was that fast. Shoto run towards Endeavor because she has super soldier serum, and used her fire to punch uh, Endeavor, at the same time making a brass knuckle kind of thing with her eyes on her right hand. And now Endeavor is shocked about this because she was never able to make eyes on her right side. She was only able to do it on her left side. And this was kind of weird, but he was too late to react. He gets hit by it. Ice was hard, and she was enhancing her speed with fire, and naturally superhuman strength speed thanks to the super soldier serum. Well, Endeavor is unconscious now in a single shot because she hit Endeavor in the jaw, making him go unconscious. Naruto say, "That's my girl." Then glass will go down. Naruto will jump down. Naruto will wave a hand. Few robots would come, pick up Endeavor, and take him outside. Shota will also follow. Now, All Might is kind of shocked, like this kid actually managed to close the gap between a pro and a normal hero so quickly, and it only has been about 2 weeks. And so, yeah, All Might thinks if he starts taking more people under his wing, he will truly make them monsters out of them. Because All Might knows about Super Soldier Serum, that and both of them are injected with it. He can kind of see the amount of speed Shota used to run towards Endeavor. That's not a speed any human can achieve. That's inhuman. And so Naruto would just smile. And after about 10 minutes, Endeavor would wake up and he's lying on a sofa. He will stand up. What the hell? Naruto will simply state, "You lost." And so now you don't need to come and train her. I can do that. And Naruto says that with a little bit of, swag. Let's just say swag for now. Because I can't, come up with the right word to say right now. So yeah. And so Endeavor just stands up and walks out. All Might says, "I'll leave too then. Have fun." All Might would leave as well. All Might and Endeavor are in the car and they are leaving. While they were coming in, Endeavor was so angry at his daughter that she was training with some weakling, as what he thought. Then she won't be getting proper training, but now he can see she's getting more than a proper training. And now that he's calm, he can see the place that they came in is huge. There are several facilities being built on their left and right. Then the door comes. Endeavor asks, "So, All Might, what kind of person is he?" All Might simply state, "Well, he's someone you should not mess with." You can see the wall, right, that we are coming up on. Endeavor would nod. All Might would simply state, "Even if I use my full power, I won't be able to dent that thing." Now this shocks Endeavor. "What do you mean, All Might?" Or like his main quirk is called creation. His first quirk that he awoke on. Other two he kind of came up, slowly as he grew old. So that's something. The door itself is made up of something called adamantium. It's the strongest metal on earth that he himself created, and on top of that, it's coated with something called vibranium. Now, vibranium is a special metal that can pretty much absorb shock itself, so no matter how hard I try, I will not be able to break through it. In short form, this is the safest place in the world. And I would just nod dumbly, and then we'll cut to Izuku. Shoto is kind of happy that she beat her dad's face in and so hard, because she kind of made a brass knuckle of ice, as I said, but she didn't make it too hard that it will penetrate his bones or skin, because she can make that. Now, Izuku has pretty much helped her to train her fire and ice much more higher level because of the special training room. This training room can get insanely hot or insanely cold, and the super soldier serum kind of affected her quirk as well. Just a little bit, not too much. It just affected it to that much that she can now use ice and fire from all around her body. It's her own choice. She can do that simultaneously as well after harsh training, because thanks to super soldier serum, she doesn't have to rest too much. Even if she just uses ice and gets frostbite, the effects will be removed much faster without her using fire. With doing both things simultaneously, she is unstoppable. And so Naruto, Momo, and uh, Shoto are lying down on the bed. Izuku is in the middle, Shoto is on the left, Momo is on the right. Then Momo would say, "Yeah, tomorrow we have to go to school." Naruto would say, "Yeah, I guess so, but it was fun." Both of them would say, "Yeah." Then Naruto would say, "So why don't we have some fun?" Both girls have a devilish smile on their faces, and then they trained that night. And so, Naruto. Crap. I made too many Naruto videos in a day. Well, Izuku pretty much and Momo and Shoto goes to the school next day. When they go, everyone can see the difference in all three of them. Now, Izuku himself has gotten a little bit more taller and more muscular, but Momo and Shoto's change is much more drastic, because they were not as strong as now what they are, because they kind of changed a lot in just 2 weeks of span. And so Naruto, oh crap, Izuku sits there, then Momo, then Shoto is in front, Momo is on Izuku's right. They are on the left side of the last bench's corner. And so then Aizawa comes in, he tells about the sports festival. All three of them kind of smile, Momo, Izuku, and Shoto. And Aizawa can also see the drastic difference in both girls, because their vibe has changed. Their kind of air around them is of a hardened soldier, like they are soldiers now. But they are much more than just a soldier. And so, and then that day, Bakugo comes to Izuku and asks what did you do to them? Izuku would like, what do you mean, Katsuki? He would like, what do you do to them? You were kind of talk to them, and after 2 weeks, they are this, they are giving off a different air. Izuku simply looked at Katsuki and he will say, do you wanna be a hero or what? Katsuki would say, I wanna be a hero. Izuku would say, I have a question for you, Katsuki. Do you want to join the Avenger Initiative? Katsuki like, what's Avenger Initiative? Izuku like, Avenger Initiative is kind of like a team that I'm working on. If you come to Avenger Initiative, you will not be able to, go to a different internship or a different organization that every hero has. I completely forgot what it's called. Uh, you won't be able to go there, neither you will be join any. You will be permanently stuck with the Avenger Initiative. It's kind of like an organization that I'm working on, and basically, I will train you personally. That's what I did to both of them. I will train them. I have made them more stronger. I have made them go to their physical peak in return, getting someone to their peak of humanity or the peak of their potential. Damn it. To get someone to their peak of their potential. Katsuki like, so that's why they have changed so much. Izuku would nod. Then Katsuki will leave. Katsuki is thinking about should he join them, because he knows that if he joins them, he will not be able to create his own um, organization or internship. But their benefits are endless with Avenger Initiative, because he knows what Izuku is capable of, even with his creation quirk. Since they were kids, he has seen Naruto create pretty different and difficult stuff throughout his time. And so, yeah. Izuku kind of thinks maybe it will be a good idea, but mainly I'll work on his, temperament. Because Katsuki's temperament is bad, as you all know. And so, while Izuku is talking to Katsuki, several of the girls come to, Momo and Shoto, because they were kind of, hugging Izuku's one arm. Shoto was hugging one, Momo was hugging one, and they were pretty close. So they wanna, get the spice or the sauce, whatever call it. And so they will talk to them. Mina would ask, "How do you get so strong and muscular?" Momo would say, "Well, we trained with Izuku for the past 2 weeks." They're like, "Really? He trained you?" They will say, "Yeah." Then or Chaka would ask, "So, are you guys dating?" Damn it, sorry about that, guys. Ochaka would ask, "Are you guys dating?" She asked it in a playful tone because she didn't know that both of them were actually dating him. Both of them say, "Of course, both of us are." Then they showed kind of almost the entire class, because the entire class heard it. They were kind of concentrating on the question, because Momo and Chota are kind of the few the hottest girl in the class. So all of them are shocked, and Katsuki also heard it. He thinks he's dating two girls at the same time. What? And Aizawa also heard this, and Aizawa is also shocked, but he's too lazy to react upon it. And so all the girls gather around, Momo and Shoto to get the details. All the boys come to, Izuku and ask about him. That, whoa, what's that about? Oh. Damn it, I'm sorry, guys. Izuku will simply state that, yeah, I'm dating both of them. Is there a problem? Boys were like, nope, not a problem. Mineta, does his, creepy things. Izuku simply looks at him and, Extrema starts to activate around his body and say, "Do you wanna say that again, boy?" You know, Mineta says, "You must be run out of, steam if you have two at the same time." And at the same time, while Naruto was, activated Extremas to, scare Mineta, should have like, no, he doesn't, he can go all night. And this kind of shocked everyone, including Aizawa itself. Aizawa finally reacted to something. Everyone look at Momo and Shoto, and then they look at Izuku, and then the girls, and then Izuku, and all of them are too shocked to say anything. Aizawa was also looking at them. What? All night? How? No one can train that much. It's simply impossible. Is he going to say, my quirk in inhuman kind of makes me, as I said, inhuman in every part of the way. And this showed quite a lot of people, capability to. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry about this. I'm yawning too much. That thing came out of nowhere. I'm not even tired at all. Hmm. Well, and so I won't be going in the sport festival in this video because I have something special planned for the sports festival. I will be doing other stuff. Well, I have nothing else for it. And so sport festival was in a week after the day ends of the school. uh, Katsuki came towards Izuku and asked him that I'm willing to join the Avenger initiative, but if you add Koroshima as well. Izuku would simply smile and say call him. Katsuki would nod. Because Katsuki has quite a lot of respect for Izuku because Izuku is quite powerful, smart and powerful at the same time, and that's pretty dangerous combo. And so, uh, Kuroshima will come, and Izuku will ask Kuroshima if you want to join the Avenger Initiative. I will help you grow stronger, and so forth. Kuroshima like, really? Can you actually help us grow stronger? Izuku would nod. Kuroshima like, then we can have our whole class stronger. Izuku would say, no, not the whole class. I'm only asking you. And Katsuki over there. Momo and Shotos are all both of them are already in the Avenger initiative. Kuroshima will ask why aren't you adding others as well? Izuku will simply state that you won't know that you're not mature enough yet. If once you grow about a year or two more older and get mature enough, you will understand why I'm not adding them. Kuroshima would nod, and since Katsuki is doing, Koroshima will also say, fine, I'll do it too. Izuku will make few documents for them to sign. They will sign it, and Izuku will say, good then. Today, after school, both of you are coming with me. I will be training you for the week. You can call your parents, or you can just go home or pack your bags and come with me to my home. Both of them would nod because both of them do want to become stronger. And so both of them decide that they will first go home and pack their bags. They won't go directly to Izuku's home. Momo's family kind of have a hint that Momo is dating because she doesn't come home for weeks now. She just trains all the time. Momo does go to her home, and when first time after 2 weeks of training she went home, her parents were shocked because she was a lot more taller, a lot more muscular. Her parents could see the muscles on her body. They were not bulging out, but you could just see the muscle fibers on her body. They will be shocked. Like then, Mama will kind of tell them, yeah, she is dating someone and she lives with him now. They'll say we wanna talk to him. More like he's kind of busy right now since the sport festival. After the sport festival, her parents would nod. Endeavor already know that her girl is dating someone, but he doesn't mind because he's helping her grow stronger. And he kind of, Izuku kind of put him in his place when he, grabbed his shoulder and pushed him down to show the difference in our power. Even if Endeavor used his fire, he couldn't even do anything to Izuku. He was too strong. And so that happens. After that, Izuku goes home. Momo and Shoto decided to go to their home except for Izuku's home. So Izuku was alone for the whole night. And so Izuku didn't sleep very well, let's just say. He missed the cuddling and so. But in return, he kind of learned something different about himself. Something different he can do. And this will be a secret I won't be, spilling until sports festival. And so Izuku will pretty much the next morning about 6 a.m. Izuku will get in the car and drive towards the city. First he goes to the Momo's home, picks up Momo, then he goes to Shoto's home, picks up Shoto. But this time he's not in his, the car, the four-seater. This time he's in his SUV. Basically Izuku bought a Mercedes G class, the box type of car. No, scratch that, not that. Izuku, no, scratch that. Yeah, Izuku is using an SUV, that kind of an Audi, Q style type of SUV, but it doesn't have any, you know, back space to hold cargo. It's a six-seater car that is Izuku specially developed for picking up more people. But this car does not have a passenger seat, so no one can sit next to him because this car's seat is in the center. And so Izuku gets to Momo's home, picks up Momo, then Shoto, then he goes to Katsuki's home. He meets Katsuki's mother because they know kind of each other. So then Katsuki gets in, then he goes to Kuroshima's home. Kuroshima gets in, and they start to drive towards Izuku's home. Kuroshima and Katsuki and Momo and Shoto are kind of confused because they haven't seen a car like this. So Momo would ask, then, is this one of your creations? Izuku would nod. Yeah, it's specially designed to pick up more people than four, because my original car that I personally use only has four-seater, and now this is a six-seater car, except for the person who's driving it, and that's me. Then Izuku will press a button, and his seat that's facing the windshield will turn to face them, and the car goes to autopilot. Of course, you were like, bro, if you're like this, who's gonna drive the car? Izuku would say, it's automatic. I don't need to drive it, actually. I can just do whatever else I want. Now this shocked everyone because neither Momo or Shoto knew about this part. They would say, okay, that's just awesome. And then Izuku will kind of start talking with Kuroshima and Katsuki, and he will tell them about not his extremis, only his super soldier serum. I have managed to create a super soldier serum that basically can grant you superhuman strength, speed, and 10 times faster regeneration to improve your physical capabilities. Kuroshima and Katsuki would nod, and both of them would look at the girls and they would say, yeah, we have it. How do you think we got so strong in such short amount of time? The regeneration helps a lot to get, stronger. Kuroshima and Kuroshima and Katsuki would nod. And so then they will go to the heat door. Katsuki and Kuroshima showed, because Katsuki knew that Izuku moved, but he didn't knew where, and he didn't knew that place was this big. It's kind of like as I said, an entire mountain. And so the car would stop at his main house. Then they will get off. Izuku will tell Katsuki and Kuroshima, both of you go there. There are two rooms. One room has, one bed, and in front of it there is another room with one bed. Both of you will be living there. Both of them would nod and go. While Momo and Shoto bring more clothes with them, and they put it in Izuku's room, the master bedroom. The bed is more bigger than a queen size. So because there are three people sleeping in one bed. While they're setting up their clothes, Momo and Shoto would ask, "Did you miss us last night? Because we weren't there. Did you sleep well?" Izuku would simply say, "Nah, I kind of missed the cuddles." Both of them would come behind Izuku because he was facing a wall. They would kiss Izuku on the cheek and say, "Ah, aren't you adorable?" Izuku would say, "Uh-huh, I am. So are you, both of you." And then that was their, one romantic movement. Then Izuku, Momo, and Shoto will go out. Kuroshima and Katsuki has their special clothes in their room to wear. They'll wear those and come out. Izuku would say, "Come on." Izuku would open a elevator and go down, because Izuku has put another elevator that's not in his bedroom. So they will go down to the lab, directly to the lab, because Izuku has already explained them this. They will go Katsuki's and Kuroshima's store, because this is some high-tech stuff, holograph and holographic imagery and other stuff. Basically some high-tech shit. They will stop at huge two capsules. Izuku would wave a hand, the capsule would open. Izuku would tell Koroshima and Katsuki to get in. Both of them would nod and get in. Then the capsule would close. Then Izuku will go to the safe and takes out two, you know, red super soldier serums. Put one in one tube, put one in another. Then he will say start. Then the process will start. It will take them, as usual, half an hour, and so about not half an hour, 5 minutes or 2 minutes minimum. And then the capsule would open. Katsuki and Koroshima comes out. They feel, they both are say we feel a bit light. He would say yes. Then he will say Jarvis. Then two robots would come. He would say both of you follow these robots and do as Jarvis says. And then Jarvis would say, hello, pleasure to meet you, Koroshima, Katsuki. I will be training you how to use your physical capabilities to the peak and use your quirk much better and fighting style that will help you with your quirks. Both of them would nod and leave. Both of them were quite shocked that Izuku has talking robots to do his bidding. Then Izuku, Momo, and Shoto would start their own training. And so, pretty much they trained for a week. Now, Katsuki and Koroshima has gotten a lot more stronger physically as well. They're much more. They were 2 to 3 inches more taller, more ripped. Koroshima is more ripped, and Koroshima's quirk has gotten even stronger because, as I said, it also increases your quirk as well. And now both of their quirk has gotten more stronger. Koroshima can now keep up the hardening much better, and his hardening has also gotten a lot more harder. You got the gist of it. And Koroshima is on his way of developing his unbreakable mode. Mainly now his normal, full hardened mode is close to his unbreakable mode, and his unbreakable mode is even, higher. Koroshima has learned Muay Thai and fighting style similar to in which you use your claws similar to a tiger fighting style and several others fighting style. And Katsuki has learned fighting style that basically allows him to fight with his palms open, or finger folds like a miniature claw, fight like that. Muay Thai, Katsuki also know Muay Thai. Katsuki and Koroshima knows proper fighting style, military grade type of fighting style. And the robots also have them train their quirks much well. Katsuki realized after the serum was injected, after he released bigger explosion, that when his bone would start to hurt, normally don't hurt anymore. His bones have also gotten a lot more stronger. So they trained in that as well, making Katsuki and Koroshima's bones stronger by going through bone hardening training. And so that happens. Now Koroshima and Katsuki are a lot more stronger than what they naturally would be in the canon, as I said. So now the weekends, all 4 of them go to the school. Wait, 4? 5 of them would go to the school back. And kids can see the difference in Katsuki and Koroshima. They are a little bit more taller. Katsuki is a lot more calmer than what he usually is, because Izuku made sure of that he's won't lose his calm that easily. And so they kind of realize that all 5 of them has their own group. And Izuku has given Katsuki and Koroshima their own car. It's not it is as high tech as Izuku's, but it's designed to automatically drive them. They both of them sit in the back, not in the front, because both of them does not have a driving license like Izuku does. And so this time they get out, all 5 of them. And so then they go to the class. Everyone noticed that, and this will be the end of this video because I will be doing the sport festival in the next video. If I do it here, I have to cut it short. just cut the arc in half. That won't be that much of a fun. So this will be the end of this video. Like and subscribe.